So this morning I want to talk about dinosaurs. We know dinosaurs existed. We have their bones, and we have museums with evidence that they lived, and there was different types of dinosaurs. Um, and then we know, those of us that are Christians know that there was a flood, and the flood covered the whole earth. And there's evidence of the flood everywhere you go. Even on top of Mount Everest, there's evidence that fish and so forth, fossil fish, are there. So the scientific community believes that the earth was covered with water at some point, whether it be by an asteroid that hit the earth and then covered the earth, or whether it be the flood. And of course, those that are Christians believe there was a flood. And in the flood, the dinosaurs were destroyed because they were here. And how did they get here? Well, I believe that dinosaurs are an effort between man and Satan to create beings that to create animals, and that they were destroyed in the flood because they were not created by God. And I think that's the most logical explanation. People lived 1,000 years before the flood, or almost 1,000 years, so they were pretty smart, and they knew how to take mix eggs and gene therapy and all that stuff as good as or better than we do now, because they lived longer. You may disagree with that, but that's the only logical explanation for the existence of dinosaurs. God did not create the dinosaurs. He destroyed the dinosaurs in the flood, and therefore they existed before. And the earth isn't thousands or millions and millions of years old. They didn't evolve, and God didn't create them, because only the animals that God created went into the flood. So they had to be an experiment with life. Satan saying, hey, I can create life too. And that's what he did. At least he tried. And God destroyed it in the flood, and that was it. That's what I think.